It's interesting to kind of go back to your roots and see where you're named after and why you are the way you are. I was named after my great grandfather, Daniel Wustenhoff, and I'm told he was a really great guy. I never met him. He died a long time before I was born, and I'm Dan Dyer. I was born on Christmas of 1995 in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. It's a very cliche football town. You know, they love their football, and anything else is just kind of a side note. I was really sick of it by the time I was a teenager. I wanted to get out of there, and I did. That's one of the reasons I'm here in Chicago. I have one brother. His name's Mitchell, and we don't have a lot in common, but still we seem to get along, at least recently. You know, when we were younger, we kind of had our bickering, but now we kind of have a lot to talk about and laugh about, and we usually do stuff, and even in the younger years, we did stuff together. So I guess that just kind of shows that you don't have to have something in common with someone to really be good friends. I was always kind of a performer when I was younger. I'd always get my parents and my family and my brother to kind of sit down and watch whatever I was doing, be that some kind of a weird show I was putting on or some kind of an act. I just kind of did it. And that kind of branched off into theater. And when I was in high school, I was really involved in theater. I became the vice president, and I took a lot of roles in plays. I usually played bad people, people who were kind of deranged in the head. I don't know why. It's not really that that's who I am as a person. It was more just that's fun to play for me, and I'm good at it. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how I got into this whole filmmaking thing, and I can't pinpoint exactly when that happened, but I'd say I was around 8 years old. I started playing around with my mom's camera. You know, it was a really, by today's standards at least, a really retro 90s camera with, you know, the tapes, and you could hear the hum when you played back the footage because the tape was actually recording, and it was interesting, but it was, for me, a lot of fun, and I loved it, and ever since then it was a fascination, and it grew from a fascination to a passion, and that's where I am now. I don't know what the future holds for me. It's very cloudy, and I don't think it's something worth worrying about or worth looking into, because if you worry about what happens, say, 10 years from now, well, then you're not focusing on what's happening right now, you know. And when you're not focusing on what's happening right now, well, then what happens 10 years ago isn't going to be as good because you're not working as hard now. You need to live in the moment. And as overused as that expression is, it really is true. Sometimes the reason things are overused is because they're true. As far as what I want to do, I know I want to be a filmmaker. I know I enjoy editing. I know I enjoy production. I know I enjoy pretty much all phases of film production, post, pre, everything. So really, there's not much in filmmaking that I could do that wouldn't make me happy. So I'm not concerned about the future as much as I think I am or claim I am. And I'm looking forward to the future, and I'm glad I'm here.
Don't make the same mistakes I did. Kyle, don't do it. Kyle! Kyle, don't do it, please!